Hey everyone! In this video, I'm showing you 7 Danqing season-inspired amazing wardrobe styles from Infinity Nikki, each with their own special story. We've got Honey the Empress Cat, Sunny the Kind Seer, Violet the Fragrant Adventurer, Liz the Listener of the Sea, Selene the Artist Flower Fairy, Manda the Keeper of the Eternal Flame, and Mira the Princess of Everveil. Each style is more than just clothes, they all have stories that make them come alive. I can't wait to share them with you. If you're new here, I'm Liz, a nonverbal YouTuber, and I use voice tools to help me speak. If you like cozy stories and beautiful outfits, make sure to subscribe and join our friendly community. Let's get started. Sunny is a girl who feels like a sunny day. She's always smiling and being kind to everyone she meets. People like her because she's friendly and makes them feel happy inside. She loves playing outside, laughing with friends, and helping anyone who needs it. Sunny's favorite colors are yellow and blue, just like the bright sun and the clear sky. She loves wearing clothes with those colors because they make her feel cheerful and calm at the same time. Sunny always tries to see the best in people and believes everyone deserves a chance to be nice. But one day, something happened that made her feel really disappointed. It was so big that it changed her in a special way. After that, one of Sunny's blue eyes slowly turned yellow. It's not magic or scary. It's like her eye got a new power. Now, with her yellow eye, Sunny can tell who is really kind and who might want to hurt her. This helps her stay safe and keep away from people who could make her sad again. Even with this change, Sunny never stopped being the warm and friendly girl she always was. She still smiles and helps others, but now she's also careful and brave. Her yellow eye reminds her to protect herself while still being kind. What do you think about Sunny? Would you want an eye that can tell who's good or bad? What would you do with that power? And what do you think of her outfit? Tell me in the comments. Honey used to be the Empress's favorite cat. A very fancy, fluffy white cat with the softest ears and the fluffiest tail. She lived in a big palace and got all the best treats and naps in the sun. Life was pretty perfect. But one day, an evil sorcerer came to the palace. He wanted to turn Honey into a human so he could steal her magic and use it for himself. The problem was, Honey was a very clever cat and didn't want to do any bad magic at all. When the sorcerer tried to cast his spell, Honey didn't follow his plan. She twitched her tail, batted at his hat, and even sneezed right on his nose. That made the spell go all wrong. So wrong that the sorcerer exploded. Don't worry, he wasn't hurt, just very surprised. Because of the explosion, the spell only half worked. Instead of turning into a full human or staying a cat, Honey became something in between, a half cat, half human, with fluffy ears, a big tail, and gray cat eyes. Now, Honey is still a little bit of both worlds. She's curious and smart like a human, but still loves naps and chasing tiny lights like a cat. Sometimes it's tricky, but she thinks being a half cat, half human is pretty special. What do you think of Honey's funny curse? Would you want to be half cat, half human too? And what do you think of her outfit? Tell me in the comments.
Violet is super cool.
She lives in the mountains, and I think she basically knows every rock and tree up there. She walks around all the time, sometimes going so high up she can almost touch the clouds. Other times she finds these hidden spots with so many flowers, it feels like a fairy place. She's amazing at kung fu. Like, she can kick and spin and block so fast it's hard to even see what she's doing. It's not just for fun though. She uses it to protect the mountains and help people. If someone gets lost or stuck, Violet's already on her way before you can even ask. Her eyes are this deep violet color, kind of like space, and she likes wearing violet clothes so they match. She says violet makes her feel calm, but also like she can do anything. And her clothes are comfy, so she can climb or run without them getting in the way. She also has this tiny bag she always carries. Inside are fragrance, basically little bottles of smells. She changes them all the time. If she's happy, she picks something sweet and flowery. If she needs to be brave, she picks a spicy smell that makes her feel strong. My favorite is when she uses fresh mountain air because it smells like you're standing on top of the world. Violet's the kind of person who's always ready to help and never says I can't. Even if it's raining or freezing, she just keeps going. I think she'd make the best adventure buddy ever. If you met Violet, what smell would you put in her bag? And do you like her outfit?
Liz lives by the sea, where the waves are always close enough to touch. She's blind, deaf, and doesn't speak, but she doesn't really need to, because she talks to the world in a totally different way, through vibrations. When the sea crashes against the rocks, when the wind rushes past her face, when the sand shifts under her feet, that's how she hears and feels everything around her. The sea is her best friend. It tells her stories with every wave, and the wind sends her secrets that swirl around her like invisible ribbons. But sometimes, the sea is quiet and the wind just stops. Then everything goes still, and it's like she's trapped. She calls that the darkness, because there's no sound or light or movement to reach her. That's why Liz has her water umbrella. It's not like a normal umbrella at all. It's made of spinning streams of water that twirl over her head like a shade. The water falls in soft, endless loops, always moving, always giving her gentle vibrations, so she never has to be completely cut off. She made it herself, shaping the water with her own magic, so it follows her everywhere. When she walks along the shore with the umbrella spinning above her, people stop and stare. The sunlight catches the falling water and makes it shine like silver threads, and the sea seems to welcome her wherever she goes. She moves slowly, feeling every ripple of vibration, like she's listening to a song only she can hear.
Selene is a fairy, but not like the perfect sparkly ones you see in cartoons. She's an artist and kind of like a hippie. She was born from a pink peony flower. One warm, sunny morning, the flower opened up super slow, and then whoosh, there she was, already grown up, no shoes, her hair all messy with flowers in it, tiny glittery wings on her back, and pink paint all over her dress like she had been painting before she was even alive. She lives in a little wooden cabin in the middle of a giant garden, and I mean giant. You could walk for days and still find new flowers. Her house has vines crawling all over it and beads hanging in the doorway that go clink, clink when the wind blows. Inside, there's paint everywhere. The walls, the windows, the chairs, even her teacups. Selene says if a place isn't a little messy and super colorful, it's not alive. Her favorite colors are pink and violet because that's what her peony was. She uses them all the time. Pink sunsets, rosy fox cheeks, violet flower petals. But she doesn't just paint pink stuff. She's the one who makes autumn leaves golden, gives butterflies rainbow wings, and puts shiny silver dots on snowflakes. Sometimes Selene makes herself super tiny so she can paint tiny details, like the sparkle on a beetle's shell. Other times she's human size, so she can paint the very top of trees or even the sky itself. She always hums little songs while she works, and somehow the colors seem to move along with her voice. She also likes to wear these round orange sunglasses. She says it makes the whole world look sunnier, even on rainy days. When she wears them, she smiles even more, so maybe it's true? Selene doesn't really like rules. If she feels like painting the clouds pink or giving a squirrel a turquoise tail, she'll just do it because it makes her happy and it makes people smile. You can always tell when Selene has been somewhere because everything feels brighter, softer, and more alive. What do you think of Selene? Would you paint the whole world if you could? Would you make it all pink or try every single color? And what do you think of her outfit? Tell me in the comments. Next doll is a firekeeper Manda, who is very, very loud and funny. She laughs a lot, the kind of laugh that makes everyone else laugh even if they don't know why. She lives deep in the underground where lava flows, but she likes to travel around among people. She has something super special, the eternal flame of life on Earth. It's not just a campfire or a candle. The eternal flame can never go out. But here's the thing, it only stays bright if Manda is happy. Her joy is like fuel for the fire. When she's dancing or singing or telling silly jokes, the flame burns so high you can see it from the other side of the mountains. If Manda ever gets sad or tired, the flame starts to flicker. Even a flicker can mean the earth may turn to ice. That's why she tries to find something good every single day. She plays 5 in a row with cats, bakes weird cakes with too much frosting, and feeds the swans bread rolls she's not supposed to take from the kitchen. Some people say Manda's job is easy because she just has to be happy, but she knows it's harder than it sounds. Even on days when the sky is gray and nothing is fun, she still needs to find one little thing to smile about, just so the flame can keep glowing and the world wouldn't freeze. If you ever meet her, you might see the eternal flame shining in her hand. And if it's extra bright, it means Manda is so hard out she can't even breathe. What do you think of Manda? Would you be able to hold that fire burning? Would you find that joy even when life is hard? What do you think of her outfit? Let me know in the comments. Last one is my doll, Mira, a gentle princess with a magical secret. Her look is soft and elegant, but there's a little sadness hidden in her eyes, and once you hear her story, you'll understand why. Mira is a princess, but not like the fancy, bossy kind in storybooks. She's quiet and shy, like a deer when it hears a sound in the woods. She lives in a big kingdom called Everveil. She likes the forest way more than the throne room. Her job is kind of weird, but also really special. She takes care of animals after they die. When a squirrel stops running or a bird falls out of the sky, Mira is there. She pets them and says goodbye, and even though it makes her cry every single time, she never stops doing it. The strangest part is her tears. When they fall on the ground, little green sprouts pop up. And then, like magic, a new animal appears. A bunny with super soft ears, a fox with shiny fur, or a baby deer that wobbles on its legs. It's like she can trade her sadness for new life. Everyone in the kingdom says it's amazing, but Mira thinks it's kind of hard. Because every time she makes a new friend, she knows one day she'll have to say goodbye again. Still, she keeps walking in the forest, helping the animals, and letting her tears bring the magic back. If you ever go to Everveil and walk really quietly, you might see her. A girl in a pretty dress, sitting in the grass with a whole bunch of animals around her, smiling a little even though her eyes look watery.
So, what do you think about Mira's story? What do you think could make her happy? Do you think she could ever stop being sad? And what about her outfit? Do you like it? Tell me in the comments.
Thanks so much for hanging out in Whimsy Haven. Don't forget to like, drop a comment, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. It really means a lot. See you in the next one.